Hello and welcome to the Super Casuals. My name is Ornato, and this is Dragon Ball FighterZ. We return today to our story mode to continue along. We will include our story clips and any important fights as we move. Today we're going to change the characters a little bit. Rather than just having Yamcha on screen for most of it with some substitute characters, let's show off a few other people, make them a little more prominent. Starting with Vegeta today. Alright, I have my casual face on. Let's get started.
I don't know if you're a clone or what, but you intend to go head-to-head with me, right? It makes me sick thinking about my copy obediently following orders from someone else. Apparently, my clone isn't much for words, is he?
That's alright, Vegeta. You do enough talking for both of you.
I want these puppets out of my sight for good. Time to eliminate you. Oh, you better use my fighting stance with pride. Looks like you're a copy of me. Exactly, in every way down to my very cells.
In other words, Vegeta, you're not dealing with your average Saiyan warrior anymore.
But I doubt you've been able to copy how much stronger I've gotten up to this point. Don't think for a second that a clone can stand up to the real deal.
After that little filler fight I just engaged in, I've unlocked yet another one of the little videos called Link Events with Adult Go On this time. So let's take a look and see what it says.
I've got to admit, it's an odd feeling sharing bodies with someone else.
Holy Jesus, Adult Gohan, you have a huge neck.
Wait a sec. Are we actually having this conversation inside my head? You can hear my thoughts?
Your neck is wider than your head.
Then that means you know what I'm thinking without me saying it? Contrary to popular belief, I'm not thinking about Fidel and Pan 24/7. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm super happy with my family. Heck, I think about them pretty much all the time.
So which is it? You think about them all the time or you don't?
Wait, crap, just contradicted myself. Can we keep this our little secret?
No, I'm sharing this with YouTube. And there's nothing you can do about it. After a previous filler fight, an extra battle has appeared on the stage. It is a Majin Buu with a very high level. So let's go beat him up. Let's show off Vegeta in this little boss battle. Buu seems like a pretty cheesy character to use. His ability to turn people into candy is going to cover the lower half of the screen almost instantaneously, making him very annoying to deal with against other players. I would assume I have not actually done any online fighting just yet. He's hitting me quite hard. And that's the end of our little clone Kid Buu. We will now wind our way back around the map, skipping all the extra fluff, and go to the actual boss battle. Using up almost all of my turns in the process. Let's edit our team. We will show off, instead of Vegeta, let's bring in Fat Buu. even though I haven't used him at all. Let's get him a little bit of experience and a little screen time. I do not know how to use the character, but that's quite alright. The difficulty is still set so easy. I'm likely going to be able to squash all three of these guys with Fat Boo, despite never having actually used him yet. Outside of very briefly in practice. Well, let's take a look at some of his basic attacks. This is spamming the basic attack button. Spam special attacks. Let's look at some other moves he has. Guess this is a way to get away. Not sure what happens if someone collides with you in it. Oh, geez. Mr. Boo is going to get knocked out in a second. So let's let other characters get in. And they can charge up my special meter gauge. We'll bring Fat Boo in back to show off his special abilities. Huh. Seems the computer's actually starting to do some serious damage to me now. That level gap is having an effect. Difficulty settings or not, that's going to be problematic.
Not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. It's on now. There it goes. Eat this.
Yamcha once again is my best character. Pretty good at tearing people up with that Wolfang Fist ability.
Not going anywhere. I saw that coming. Not going anywhere.
That combo only seems to work if you crush him up against a wall. Alright, I'm going to weaken the Yamcha here, bring in Fat Boo, show off our special moves. Forward one is this area explosion effect. What is this back one? Turned him into a Yamcha cookie. Eat him up. Okay. Now we can just finish Yamcha off. Hopefully without losing Boo in the process. That was actually a pretty handy little switch over. I didn't even mean to do that. After using at least one rank of the power-up special, Gohan gets access to that machine gun punch. Let's finish it off with our big super here. Hopefully it hits. It does. Giving us a beautiful destructive finish. Boo is getting a whole whack of experience here. And we should now have some more story to watch.
I sense something, and it's huge! This energy's insane! It feels like Boo's, but there's more to it! Frieza, Cell, it's a mix of all the bad guys whose butts we've kicked!
The sheer size can only mean one thing. It's 21.
A mix of different energies. Didn't you say the same thing about Cell way back when?
21 and Cell are both androids. It's natural they would have similar energies. Interesting. So she plans to lure us in, does she?
Yeah, it seems that way.
You don't think she plans to eat all of us in one go?
Actually, I think that was her plan.
Then she's either brave or defective. Either way works for me, though.
Yeah, well, I guess that saves us the trouble of having to look for her. There's only one way that we can go now. And I say we go. Let's do it!
Seems we're going to progress towards the end of a story arc. That's a Interesting looking map. I have no choice but to go through it in one direction only. Alright, I won't bother showing off all of the filler fights along the way, unless there's some story to show you. Alright folks, it's time to take on our boss battle. Android 21 appears to have a very, very large lead on her experience level. However, it is still 3-on-1. Let's see what she has, and let's take her down. First, we have to see a little volcano action.
We're here, 21! Come on out!
You just try and eat us! Vegeta's gonna knock your block off!
Oh yes, Bulma. Rile them up.
When it comes to eating, I think you Saiyans beat her hands down. Yes, and the same goes for fighting. None can challenge a Saiyan in that area.
Says the guy who's been killed off multiple times.
I can't take this anymore!
Sounds a little bit crazier than last time.
I want to eat 'em! A symphony of sweets is singing my name!
21. That's 21?
I suppose I should thank you all for coming. It's practically an all-you-can-eat buffet.
No buffet! Only a beatdown! Although I wish there was a buffet around.
You fool! Do you really think you can win? Food should be eaten, not heard. Now, I want to eat you so much, I'll make you into the finest affair right here and now.
This can't be the last fight, since there were at least a couple more character slots that were not unlocked on my fighting team.
Well, I do believe it is time to die!
Time out!
The timeouts don't work, Goku.
Time out. What? I was about to bash your face in!
Sorry about that. It's just, you're a whole lot stronger than I thought. If we're kicking it into high gear, then let's go somewhere we can really let loose.
Goku! Putting the planet first, eh, Kakarot? So you're playing it safe this time.
That's right, Vegeta. I'd rather fight without having to worry about making a mess. You know what I mean?
You're suggesting we take the fight off planet, right? But where?
Hey, I know just the place. It'll be perfect.
Obviously the Kai's planet.
Everyone, grab onto me. We're going for a ride. Bye. We'll be waiting for you.
Huh?
Can she even teleport?
When I get a hold of you!
Goku, why did you assume that she can teleport? Kai planet looks very nice.
And that's the story. So would you let us fight here, pretty please?
It's just like you to bring trouble to my doorstep. Ugh! The sacred world of the Kais isn't your personal playground.
I know, but this is the only place that came to mind. Sorry, sheesh.
It would be safer to bring the fight here. But can 21 even make the journey?
Thank you, Supreme Kai.
Yeah, she'll come. I know it. I think.
Which is it, Goku?
If she doesn't come, we'll just have to figure out some other kind of plan. No big deal. By the way, if you don't mind me asking, what are Lord Beerus and Whis doing here?
We thought we would enjoy the show. As you predicted, Lord Beerus, they moved the final battle to this very spot.
Well, I guess Earth will be staying in one piece for another day. You mortals are so predictable. It really is a shame. By the way, boys, I would turn my attention upward.
Huh?
She just zipped in real quick.
Found you!
You got faster than I expected.
I see. It would appear Android 21 has arrived.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Do Goku and his friends stand a chance?
That Android 21 is pretty powerful. Honestly, this battle could go either way for our friends.
I wonder if they plan on making either of those Kai characters playable at some point in the future.
I'm not so sure.
Did she break?
What a smorgasbord of strong fighters! This is awesome! I feel like a kid in a candy store, literally!
You've got it backwards. We're the ones who are gonna chew you up.
Oh, the sheer joy! I feel like died and gone to Android heaven! I can hardly contain myself! That couldn't have gone any better!
That's the source of your power. I think I'm starting to get it.
Are we going to do the Boo thing again? If you recall the Boo saga, Goku deliberately got himself eaten to separate the various characters that had been also eaten to disrupt Boo's power. I wonder if he plans on doing the same thing to 21.
Every last one of you will satisfy my
A fierce showdown is about to begin.
Okie dokie, Vegeta's going to get some screen time here as we take on our first true boss battle. Can't say that I really know how to use Vegeta very well, but difficulty's still so easy that it looks like I'm going to wipe the floor with this boss just using him alone. Down she goes. Let's try to break through her guard. She's being a block-happy character. That's not quite the end of Vegeta. Switch him out.
can't die here!
And that is Gohan taking 21 down. Let's see what happens after this. Got a little achievement for hitting level 20 on my characters. Interesting.
Bastards!
We don't like you using foul language.
How did I lose? Damn it all! Confounded bio scum!
Yeah, the young'uns, they did it! Good going, Goku!
What are you calling a youngin'?
Our world is pretty sturdy, but you certainly did a number on it, Goku.
Sorry about that, old guy. I'll make it up to you, maybe someday.
After all that, we still don't know who 21 was exactly.
An android.
Or the mystery person Android 16 was trying to say.
Well, we do have a time traveler in our midst. Trunks has not made an appearance. Perhaps he will be the one to cause things to happen, allowing us to find out what the heck is going on behind the scenes.
Oh my. There are still a lot of questions left unanswered.
Honestly, Whis, does anyone care? It really is none of our business.
If you didn't care, you wouldn't be watching the Super Casuals.
However, my appetite did get going when that robot lady was talking about sweets.
Well then, How about we ask Bulma to prepare us a selection of Earth's finest confections? Oh, does this mean you're still not satisfied? Hey, if you want answers, you're free to look for them yourself.
Stop breaking the fourth wall.
Whis, I'll eat your share if you don't hurry.
Oh dear, coming! Oh, and, do fill me in once you've pieced it all together.
Let me guess. I've unlocked New Game Plus. Makes the fights more difficult and gives us more story. Okay, that's the end of that arc. From the looks of it. Got a new title. Got a bunch of money. Ah! Okay, so the next arc is me playing as the bad guys instead of the good guys. Well, that seems like a good point to end this video. I thank you for watching the Super Casuals. I have been Oronato, keeping it casual. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more.